The world will soon be all mine, as today I'm unboxing the Chase World of Hyatt card. I'm going to take you along on the journey, talk about why I got it, and much more. Let's go! Hey everybody, Brandon Boyd with The Brandon Boyd Show. Thank you so much for watching. As always, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video if you find it helpful or entertaining, hopefully both. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications for alerts. I really appreciate everyone's support so far. Today is going to be a fun day because it's time to check in with a new card that I will be adding to my wallet. I love doing unboxing videos. They are so much fun and we get a lot of great feedback on them. And it's a good opportunity to talk about the different cards that we actually have in our wallets and the benefits that it might provide to you. If you are a loyal viewer to this channel, you know that my wife has Hyatt Globalist status. We've also talked about how to fast track to Hyatt Globalist status earlier this year. We spent a lot of time on this channel talking about Hyatt and Chase, and the reason we do that is because we love Hyatt. It has a great rewards program, and the card I'm going to talk about today just adds to that story. I'm going to talk about the World of Hyatt card from Chase and all of the benefits that come with that, and maybe it'll help you make a decision on if it's the right card for you. So without further ado, I think we just get into it. Alright, so this is my favorite part of the video. As you know from watching this channel, I have the best mail delivery person. You hear that? Sounds scary. I feel like I'm in a scary movie or something. Maybe I should go check out that sound. I don't know. I'm going to put my hand out here and hope the mail gets delivered. Thank goodness it was just another envelope. That was a close call. I didn't know what it was, but luckily it was just my mail delivery person. The best on the planet as far as I'm concerned. And we're going to open this up. No fancy boxes like you have with some of the other cards that we unbox on the channel. This is just a straight up envelope. And let's see what we got here. Guide to benefits. Whew. They turn these things into chapter books at a certain point. I mean, these things are crazy long. Anybody actually read those? Let me know if you do. Card member agreement. Again, something I should probably read at some point. But again, you know, they have a table of contents in the front. I'll probably need it. These things are thick. Make the most of your card. Download the Chase mobile app, which I will say, I love the Chase mobile app. I think it's one of the best, if not the best, banking mobile app that's out there now. And as we go in here, ooh, got my envelope. Oh, yeah. There it is. So, yeah, I'm looking at this right offhand. It's silver. It has my name raised slightly on the card, which is nice. Get the Visa logo that is a little glossy. On the field test, this is not a thick card by any means. This is not an American Express Platinum or Gold card by any means. But it's also not a Blue Business Plus card either where it's super flimsy. It's kind of just above that, I would say. So nothing too exciting when it comes to the overall look of the card. If I'm doing my drop test, feels like a card. If I'm doing the bend test, very easy to bend. I could probably crack this thing with my bare hands. Probably not. If I went to the gym for a little bit, maybe. But overall, not super thick. Kind of bendy. That's the official term. And should make for an easy place in your wallet if your wallet is already filled to the brim with cards. This one should slide in pretty easily.
That's what she said!
As it's not going to take up a lot of space. It does have this really cool blue edging around the sides, which is cool. Now it is time to get into the details of why I think this is going to be a good addition to my wallet. First of all, it has a $95 annual fee, so not super high, and they approved me for a credit limit of $12,300, which is a really weird and very specific number, but they gave me a credit limit of $12,300. They must have done a very in-depth examination of my credit line and gave me down to the dollar what they wanted to give me. Really weird number, but I'll take it. To be honest with you, to me, the $95 annual fee is not a big deal. It's not a super high annual fee like you'll see with other cards, but it's easily offset by the sign-up offer alone. If you spend $3,000 in the first 3 months, you will get 30,000 Hyatt points, which is great, but there is an opportunity to earn an additional 30,000 with this sign-up offer by earning 2 points for every dollar spent up to the first $15,000 within 6 months. So for all the math majors out there, 2 points times $15,000 spent is 30,000. All right, so 30,000 there, plus the first 30,000 points that you get for spending 3,000 in 3 months. That's 60,000 points total. Now, for me personally, this works out great because my wife and I are actually planning a trip up to Napa sometime in the next year, and we're looking at the Alila or the Andes properties, which are not the cheapest properties by any means. So we want to go ahead and get these points as quickly as possible so that we can go ahead and book those before points availability runs out. Now, it is important to note that the $15,000 spend to get the additional $30,000 may not be for everybody, and that is perfectly fine. For me, the $15,000 spend isn't going to be a big deal because I am going to be purchasing inventory for an online business that I'm working on with Amazon currently, and I will detail that business and how that's getting started up and everything as the channel progresses, so keep an eye out for that. But I will be able to meet it very easily. If you don't think you'll be able to get it, that's okay. At least you'll get 2 points per dollar spent as you go. If you don't get all the way up to the $15,000 spent, that's perfectly fine. Just take advantage of what you can. And in talking about the Amazon business, one other key feature that was important to me is there are no foreign transaction fees with this card. That is very critical to me and the business that I'm operating, to make sure that there aren't a bunch of additional fees, because that's just an expense that cuts into profitability later on. So the zero foreign transaction fee was a very, very big deal for me. One huge reason I wanted to get this card was for the free Reward Night certificates. All right, so every card member anniversary year, you will earn one free Reward Night certificate for a category 1 through 4 property, which is great. You get that every single year. And also, if you meet a $15,000 spend each calendar year, you have the opportunity to earn another free Reward Night certificate. So for me, that's 2 Reward Night certificates for category 1 through 4 stays every single year. It's important to note that by signing up for this card, I will have Discoverist status. Now, I know that's not as good as my wife's Hyatt Globalist status, but it's something.
I'm the king of the world!
It is important to note that as a Discoverist, when I use these free Reward Night certificates, I won't be eligible for the upgrades like my wife would be at using her Globalist status and booking rooms that way. So that is an important note to make, but hey, it's a free night either way. And I can tell you what I plan on doing with these extra bonus points that I'm getting from Hyatt. I'm going to transfer them right over to my wife's account and let her make the reservations. And Hyatt has a form where you can send this in via email or fax, and you can transfer all your points to your spouse if you want to do that, which makes it really convenient because she has Globalist status. I would rather transfer my points to her and let her make the reservation and have the option to get upgrades and get the 4 p.m. late checkout when we stay at Hyatt properties, which is really nice as well. I'll put a link for that form down in the description below, but it may make sense to combine them with the person that has the highest status with Hyatt. That way you can get the opportunity for more upgrades during your stay. Just a couple other quick notes on attaining status with Hyatt. With this card, I will get 5 qualifying night credits towards my next tier status every year, and I'll also get 2 additional qualifying night credits towards my next tier status every time I spend $5,000 on the card, which again should be fairly simple for me to do based on my personal situation. In terms of points multipliers,
I've had better.
It's okay. I mean, it's not super great in any one particular category, right? But again, this is about either achieving status with Hyatt or getting the rewards points for Hyatt because we stay at the properties a lot. So I'm not getting this card for just some kind of mind-blowing points multiplier. Although this card does not have tremendous multipliers in any one particular category, it's got decent ones in some, but to be honest with you, when I go through these categories, you'll see pretty quickly there are other cards that are better in particular areas than this one is, but I'll run through those real quick. So first, you will get 9 times points total on all Hyatt stays, 2 times points at restaurants, 2 times points on flights directly booked through the airlines, 2 times points on gym memberships, and 2 times points on getting around. At least that's what they say on the website. And getting around includes taxis, rideshare services, things like that. And as I mentioned earlier, you will get 2 times points up to the first $15,000 spent in 6 months, which is part of the sign-up offer as well. So that's just something to keep in mind. That is something that's available. And those points multipliers, again, aren't mind-blowing by any means, but they're something. It's better than earning 1 times on a lot of things, so it may be a good card to use here and there. This card doesn't really make sense as a catch-all card at all. After the first 6 months where you can earn the 2 times points, everything else after that falls outside of the other points multiplier categories with this card only earns 1 point per dollar. And you can do better than that. With the Chase Freedom Unlimited card, you can get 1.5 times points, so why get 1 when you can get 1.5 and 2 times points with other cards? It's just not worth it. It doesn't make sense. Another thing I had to consider when I was applying for this card was my 524 status. Before applying for this card, I was at 424. Now having this card, I will be at 524. But I have 3 cards that'll be dropping off 524 status in the next 8 months, so I felt like it was a good idea just to go ahead and fill up that slot because it's not going to hurt me long term. In the comments below, let me know, do you have the World of Hyatt card now? How are you using it? What value do you find in the card? And are you taking advantage of those free reward night certificates that I mentioned earlier? I plan on getting these every single year, and we love Hyatt properties. So for us, this is going to make a lot of sense, and I'm really happy to add this into my Min Spin card slot in my wallet. So that's it. I hope you had as much fun watching this video as I did making it. If you enjoyed it and found it helpful or entertaining, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications for alerts. And as always, when you click on the Brandon Boyd Show, it is going to be time to check in with the latest on credit cards, money, and travel. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. I'll see you soon.